Emotions, they can be caused by a number of things, including CS. My name is Brayden, and welcome to Valve Guides.
Kenny must be devastated right now.
Yeah, he had probably the worst game of his career.
In this video, we will be going over our top 10 emotional moments in CSGO. To clarify, when we say emotions, that can range from happiness to sadness to anger to just pure hilariousness, so this video is going to be a little diverse in that aspect. Without further delay, prepare yourself for the feels and let's get right into it. To start the list off at number 10, we have CLG vs Kakona at CEVO Pro League Season 9. In the match, TARIK on Team CLG as a CT whiffed what should have been at least one easy kill and probably two from CT to CT mid. He managed to unload an entire M4 mag without gaining a single frag, and the caster's reaction was something you really don't see often in CSGO matches. Obviously, that's not all there is to the story. Fugly came in with a double frag, JDM traded, and suddenly INVERT was alone, planting on B site on Dust 2, going up against Fugly and TARIK. Everybody was on low health, and if played correctly, INVERT could win the round for his team, so he threw a molly on window, hopped up on the box to throw a flash, only to let the molly spread and burn himself to death. Just listen to the rest, I needn't say anything else.
If INVERT burns! What?
And at number 9, we have DreamHack Bucharest of 2013 in a game with FNATIC vs Ninjas in Pajamas. This was close, however FNATIC took it in overtime with a 21-16 score. However, emotions got the best of Team FNATIC in this case as they were shouting at Nip in a kind of not so kind manner. After the game, FNATIC refused to shake hands with the opposing team, which is why many people disliked FNATIC at the time. They thought that this action showed a lot of immaturity and signs of questionable character. Whether you like it or not, the emotion of a victory really got into their heads. And at number 8, we're going to take a look at Luminosity vs Liquid and the outrage at RGN. In a game at RGN, a volunteer accidentally tripped over a power cable of First PC's mid-round. Now what happened has happened, and they didn't replay the round, but emotions came in after the fact when the team and fans alike demanded a replay, but were denied that opportunity.
In fact, the whole thing is, players should have no say in how rules are interpreted or how rules are decided. That's not their job. They are players, they play.
Whether you want it to be a rule that plays like this have to be replayed or not, either way is a slippery slope, as there's going to be a lot of anger involved. On one side of the spectrum, you don't want players intentionally unplugging power to their PCs to get a replay, and on the other side, you don't want a game to be determined by the error of a volunteer. And at number 7, we have Pasha reacting to hateful comments against his family. Alright, hate comments. Every content creator and community figure gets them. Sometimes it's just hard not to let them get to you. In the case of Pasha, somebody made a comment basically saying that they hoped that his wife and child would die of cancer. Pasha then explained that his family is what matters most to him in his life, and they are his life, showing that he is a true family man, which A, gives you a little more appreciation for Pasha, and B, made it all the worse that this comment really got to him.
And remember, sometimes a real man can cry, my friend.
At number 6, we have what many would consider to be Kenny S' worst performance of all time. At ESL Cologne 2015 finals versus FNATIC, Envious had a promising run only to lose the final. They blew it and they lost the game. It was sad to see Kenny S crying on stage afterwards, and the worst part is that in his mind and in the minds of many others, if Kenny S had performed better in this situation, they might have won the game.
Kenny must be devastated right now.
He had probably the worst game of his career.
Number 5, another Pasha clip, but safe to say quite an opposite cause as the first one. This one is just incredible to watch, and Pasha was streaming on Twitch playing Deathmatch when the well-known Motar2K donated $15,000 to him. As any normal person would react, Pasha was dumbstruck. He then brought his baby and his wife onto the stream, just thanking Motar over and over again, and rightfully so. It was really just touching to see, seeing pure shock and joy and seeing the legitimate happiness caused by Mo. Hats off to you, man. You can't just help but feel happy for Pasha after watching this.
Thank you, Motar2K. This is my wife and we are so happy right now.
Motar, thank you.
At number 4, we have Simple on stream talking about his dream world.
Turn on my television and to hear that today everything good. No kills, no dice, no fucking stupid situation. It's peace in all world, my friend. And that's what I really want.
Despite all the hate that Simple gets, he's a very emotional person and seems to want good for the world. And it doesn't take an expert to see that this speech in itself was truly something that Simple wanted to say. I have watched this clip many times and I can't help but feel a bit inspired every time I hear it, because who doesn't want a better world or to be in a better place than they are? Despite all the hate he receives, I think a lot of people should give Simple credit for this. At number 3, we have Mouz post-loss reactions at IEM Katowice 2016. Anyone who has played sports or competed in any competition at all knows the feeling of loss. Unless you're undefeated, must be nice. However, for most of us, we know the feeling. In Mouz's case, they took a hard loss against Luminosity Gaming.
I feel kind of like how Mouz sports do right now, you know, just like he got kicked in the gut.
And Mouz was up 14-8 when suddenly LG came back and won the match. They won 8 rounds in a row to do this, and Mouz, needless to say, was devastated. Taco showed up, Fallen made an important play, and Liquid really showed their true skills. The casters even compared their abilities to Fnatic. Coming in at number 2, we have the game between NiP and Fnatic at ESL Cologne 2014. After a long best-of-3 series, NiP closed out the match 16-3, and they won the major. Get Right played well and came out with an incredible 1.49 rating. While walking onto the main stage to claim their prize, Get Right's emotions really came into play, and he began to cry on stage, and the mood set in for the entire stadium. He made it quite evident how much this win meant to him. He sat there in utter disbelief. Just watch. At number 1, this is the last one on the list, MLG Columbus. We've talked about it in several videos in the past. Mostly what comes to people's minds is coldzera's amazing op shutdown. But here we're going to talk about LG's victory of the entire major and their legacy leading up to it.
It's Luminosity winning their first major championship!
Although not everyone would say LG deserved to win the major, they did, and they did it beautifully. In this case, everyone on the team contributed, and Fallen led his team to victory, making LG the first non-European team to win a major. What made this story even better is the classic rags to riches story. Unlike most of the European and North American teams that were competing in this major, Luminosity just had a very limited infrastructure, and each person on the team had to sacrifice a significant amount of things in their life just to get the chance to compete in a major in the first place. From sleeping on floors to going months without receiving payments, along with being in a territory that is known to be hard to make it to the top in, Brazil, it seemed like all the odds were stacked against Luminosity. But due to their determination and hard work, along with a bit of luck in there, they defied all odds and settled for nothing but victory. The reason we put Luminosity above everyone else in this video is because of them showing no matter what obstacles you have in your way, as long as you work hard and practice to the best of your abilities, you can achieve your goals. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching today's countdown video. I really hope that at least one of these emotional moments inspired you in any way. And if they did, make sure to drop a like and a comment down below on which moment impacted you the most personally. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed watching this countdown and would like to see more videos like this. Also be sure to check out our newest channel, Destiny Guides. It's ran by our buddy Evade, who you guys may know from Destiny Follower back in the day. He creates amazing content just like this, but for the Destiny franchise. Link in the description below. And finally, if you want to talk CS, or any Valve game for that matter, with the Valve Guides crew, make sure to come check out our community Discord. Link will be in the description. Stay amazing, and I will see you in the next one.